Just when you think you've seen it all, people are flying on top of the water in southern Maine.
207's Beth McAvoy has a story about how Hanging 10 is getting a lift from electric power.
Heads are turning in Ogunquit, and for good reason. You can't believe your eyes, but people are gliding on top of the water. It's called electric foiling or efoiling.
There's regular surfing, okay, and then they stuck a foil on the surfboard, okay, which is basically a mast that goes down in the water, and it's a wing. So now what happens to that surfboard? It lifts up out of the water. So now instead of surfing, you're flying. You're on a wing and you are flying.
John Cyrene has been playing on the ocean since he was a teenager.
John, he's been in water sports his entire life. Surfs 200 days a year, owned a windsurfing resort down in Aruba.
Surfing, windsurfing, and kayak surfing, anything to get him on the water. But he says efoiling is nothing like those sports.
It's very similar to snowboarding on a big board in deep powder. That's the feel of it, because you got the really nice flow feel.
John bought 2 boards from Lift Foils, one of only 2 major brands in the world that makes these boards.
I mean, you basically have 3 things going on: the board, the battery, and the trigger.
The board weighs 30 pounds and is powered by a 30-pound battery, which lasts for 2 hours.
It's silent, it's electric powered, there's no fumes. So people, they're really excited about it and they think it's so cool.
John's daughter Sophia and her boyfriend Matt Testa offer lessons to anyone stoked about the new frontier of surfing.
So we'll always be in about chest-deep water.
I mean, they look pretty impressive. I mean, look at the technology. I'm excited to try it.
I didn't even know they existed until today, so.
Actually, I didn't know they existed either.
The rider controls the board by a handheld throttle.
Shows you your power level and then also what speed you're on. There's 15 different speed levels. We've had people of all shapes, sizes, and ability levels come out. We start at age 16 and we've taught people into their 70s.
If you can stand up, you can efoil. You know, if you can stand up, and bottom line is you don't have to even stand up when you first start. I started for about 2 weeks. All I did was efoil on my knees.
That's how Matt gets students started. But after a couple of minutes, they're usually up.
You're really keeping your weight on that back foot, trying to keep the board up out of the water. And once you get up on that wing, you truly feel like you're flying.
Though they might not stay there for long. Wipeouts are definitely inevitable.
No, it looks really easy when they do it, but it's a lot harder than you would think.
It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. And he's a great instructor, so the whole thing, you know, I felt like a squirrel on that little boat, you know, in the pond in New York City. But I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
The boards handle well on the ocean or lakes and ponds.
The current and the wind doesn't really matter too much. When you're foiling in, like we are here in the river, you can definitely feel it underneath the foil. And a lot of the times it's easier to foil when you're going with the current.
They aren't cheap. Boards cost around 12 grand a piece.
We're an affiliate, so we do demonstrations. Okay, if people want to come here to the board shop, we'll just show them. You can show and tell, and you can see whatever you want. Then if they want a demonstration on the water, we'll take them down to the water. And we'll give them like a little demonstration of how you do it. This is what you do.
But the technology may be replacing more expensive toys.
There's our boat there that we used to use. We haven't even taken it out. Now that we've got these, we're like, sorry, boat. This is so much better to go out there and just, you got your own power.
For John, the boards are an investment in fun and his family.
My dad is absolutely in his element. He loves it. And it's just really fun to be able to get out together and get on the water. We've been doing it since I was little in a variety of different ways, but this one's definitely the most fun.
John says he was excited to get his wife in the water again. It's hard to tell, but that's them here in this video.
And it's kind of cool because we used to windsurf together all the time. We used to sail right together. And when this came out, I kind of said to her, let's get back in the water together again.
And it's so cool to see them weaving in and out of each other. They're on the water. They're so excited about it. And it's bringing them back to their glory days of them windsurfing in the Caribbean side by side. You know, they're 66 and 73 years old. Like, that's pretty cool that they're out on the water enjoying themselves.
You're never too old to have fun. And for John Cyrene, efoiling is just a new way to enjoy the surf.
Like, you don't think of anything else. Basically, you're out in the water and all the other troubles you've got go bye-bye.
Efoil boards have a top speed of 25 miles per hour, which seems kind of fast. Team Cyrene, as they call themselves, will be offering demonstrations and lessons into October. So if you want to learn more about efoiling, you can check out the 207 section of our website and our mobile app.
I agree with the folks in the story who said they make it look really easy. I don't know. What do you think?
I would love to
try it. I know,
That would
me
be fun.
too.
I think you would, yeah.
I like the kneeling part. That would be easier to start, but it looks like a blast.